Hi everybody and welcome to my third video. So this time I wanted to do something where I could wear the bionic arm. So that's what this piece of contraption is. I can hold my hand up, I get to show you my nails. Good job I've had them done really. Thanks Katie. But yeah, I thought it was a really good opportunity to basically talk about my skincare routine because I can hold products up and show you them all. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so in general, a little bit of information about my skin and obviously who this video will and won't be good for. I've got quite oily combination skin, so that basically means that my T-zone, my forehead, my nose and my chin is really confused and it's quite oily, but also dry at the same time, which means it's just quite dehydrated and it can get flaky. I've got quite enlarged pores, however the rest of my skin, like my cheeks and stuff, are just normal general skin, so I tend to cater more for oily combination. So that being said, I'm just going to talk you through all my daily activities, so morning and night, what I do, and then obviously I'll tell you a little bit about what I do just randomly throughout the week, like face masks and stuff. The first products that I would use in the morning when I wake up are face wipes. I used to use face wipes a ridiculous amount of times. I'd use them like 4 times a day, and I never actually looked after my skin in terms of thoroughly cleansing and toning and all that stuff. I just relied on face wipes, which exacerbated my oil and my dryness quite a lot because of the amount of alcohol and things like that in certain face wipes. But every morning I still do wake up and use a face wipe just to clean my skin after sleeping. I don't really do that much in the morning, but I'm just going to show you what I do. I'm going to feel like a QVC advert doing this. So the first product I use in the morning is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Oil Free Gel Moisturiser. I mainly use this in summer as it's quite light, but I also use it even during winter when I'm wearing no makeup and I go out of the house because it's quite light. It doesn't make me look shiny throughout the day and it controls oil. Gel moisturisers are quite good in general for people with oily skin, as they don't obviously leave you feeling greasy and sticky throughout the day. However, it is a common misconception that people with oily skin don't need to moisturise. You absolutely do. I never used to, and it's very bad. Basically, your skin produces more sebum if it isn't balanced by the moisturiser. So I just want to stress, by the way, that I am not a cosmetologist, I'm not a beautician, so I don't know the full ins and outs of these products. Like, I don't know about the ingredients or anything like that. They basically work for me, and that's why I'm telling you about them, so I can impart my wisdom onto you, however limited that wisdom may be. Okay, so my next one is the Mario Badescu. Oh god, I can't read this. It's quite hard to read with the arm on, tipping things upside down. The Aloe Moisturiser, which again is a daytime one. It's got SPF factor 15 in it. This one is also a daily moisturiser, but it's a lot heavier and a lot thicker than the gel ones. So I tend to use this during the winter months when my skin's a lot drier. Just the dog, it's not the Pied Piper. Yeah, I tend to use this in the winter months when I've got heaters on, and obviously the weather changes and it's drier, and every bit of moisture just seems to evaporate and die from your skin. I have the heaters on quite a lot in the house, so I'll lather up in this in the morning and I'm good to go. That is pretty much my morning skincare routine. However, throughout the day I pile on this complete bad boy. This is the Aquaphor Lip Repair. I saw this on Makeup Shayla's Snapchat ages ago, and she basically uses it like a million times a day. And I hate things like Vaseline, I hate lip balms because I find they tend to dry my lips out more than they actually do moisturise, so I find them really pointless. You put them on, it feels like they're quite moisturised for like 5 minutes, and then your lips end up like sandpaper. This is incredible. It is so good. Absolutely my holy grail product. I put this on before bed. I put this on in the morning when I wake up. Actually, when I put this on before bed, it's still on in the morning. That is how moisturising it is. It's so good. Also use this before you wear any kind of drying lipstick, so a liquid lipstick. Stick this on for 10-15 minutes beforehand, wipe it off, good to go. Right, you are absolutely going to have to bear with me on this one, because this is like weightlifting for me. So I'm going to put the product in shot for a few seconds, then I'm going to have to put it down because I might drop it. So, here we go. Is she in shot? Is it in shot?
Yeah.
Excellent. Right, so this is a Babyliss True Glow. Americans, it's a Conair True Glow to you. I'm going to have to put it down. It's really heavy. Yeah, so basically it is what I refer to as a cheap Clarisonic. Everyone raves about having a Clarisonic these days, and that's my version, except it's exceptionally cheaper. I think that was £60, and it is incredible. It exfoliates, it scrubs every bit of makeup out of your pores. It's brilliant. I use this every night without fail, and also, well, Jess does too. She's got one, and we're both a bit weird now because we feel like if we don't use it, we literally feel dirty. It's weird. You'll get addicted to it. If there's one product you need to buy, it is this one. It's so good. Another plus about this product, especially using it before bed, is that it prepares your skin for receiving your nighttime care more. I know it sounds really weird, but when I put on things like Glycolic toner, which I'm going to tell you about next. Sorry if you can hear my neighbours. They like to open and close the door about 15 times. Yeah. Oh, shut up! So yeah, it prepares your skin for receiving your products better. I was warbling before and they've ruined my concentration. Basically, when I put on toner or any moisturiser, it bordering on stings because you can feel it working. Oh, it's just so good. You need one. Go and buy one. Oh, my wrist. Shit. Right, I tried to get cocky with that one, but it didn't work. This is also really heavy, so it's not going to stay in shot for very long. Plus I look a bit like I've got a chicken claw going off here. This is a gentle firming cleanser by Clarins. Again, this is quite pricey. I don't use this as often because when it says it foams, it really, really foams. And because obviously I can't get my head over a sink, I do struggle to get this off with great ease. It's a bit of a faff on. But if you can get your head over a sink, then obviously it would be great for you. This is for combination skin. So again, it just kind of strips off any excess sebum, but still moisturizes and doesn't leave you feeling completely like shriveled up like a prune, which is never good. I forgot to mention with the brush, it's really important that you don't use anything with an exfoliator in it. So you know those like foam washes that you can get that's got little beads in of like, well, I don't know, some have like rice seed and flax seed and stuff in it. Don't get that because that specific brush you're not allowed to use it. I think you can with other brushes, but definitely don't if you get the True Glow. Okay, here we go, the next one. So this is obviously a hell of a lot more affordable, drugstore / chemist, wherever you happen to live. By Neutrogena, the Visibly Clear Pore and Shine Daily Wash. Sorry if I went boz-eyed then, it's kind of weird trying to read backwards and upside down. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, this is well loved, there's hardly any left. I use this every night other than maybe twice a week when I can be bothered to contend with the Clarins one. But again, this just gets rid of excess oil. What does it say on it? Don't know, can't read it, I think it's in French. But yeah, it's good, it's affordable, works with the brush well because it hasn't got any exfoliators in it, and great if you've got oily skin. Right, so now we've got all the face cleany things out of the way. My nighttime regime obviously includes cleansing, because that's cleansing, toning, very, very important. I never knew the importance of this until I started doing it. This is also very heavy, so get ready. Are we in? Are we in? We're in, great. So this is, you've probably heard of this because every beauty blogger, influencer, whatever goes on about the Pixi Glow Tonic. This is really hard, kind of giving me arm ache, so I'm going to put this down. Bet you've seen what it is. And this is like, I don't know if you can see how much is left, but this is like my third bottle of this stuff and I am obsessed with it. Right, going down. That's really heavy. Right, so the Pixi Glow Tonic is so good because it is full of glycolic acid. Again, I'm not a cosmetologist or a beautician, so I don't really know all that much about it. However, what I do know is that glycolic acid basically releases the bonds, melts the bonds between the dead skin and all the dead skin cells that are hanging on for dear life. So basically my flaky, dry, horrible skin gets rid of all the crap from your pores. It is potent shit. I've used other forms of glycolic toner and always come back to the Pixi one. I did use the Badescu one before, and that's alright, but doesn't seem quite as strong as the Pixi one. And when I'm using a glycolic toner, I'm all about the strength. So it's just really good for cell turnover, really good for leaving you fresh and gleaming and radiant. So I'm all about that, yeah. And also, you'd be very fascinated if you haven't ever used an astringent toner to see just how much makeup and crap still comes off your face even when you've cleaned it with like the glow brush thing. Bye, dog. Yeah, so it's amazing. Right, so the next thing is to moisturise. Now, I used to use like serums and faff about with loads of different stuff, but to be honest, I think if you just get a good moisturiser, it does the trick. Again, that's not scientifically speaking, that's just me. This is the Time Bomb. It's a moisturiser, obviously. I didn't buy this, it was actually given to me by a friend who her mom's got a bit of a problem with QVC and just buys lots of shit. So yeah, I definitely reaped the benefits of that one. Basically, this is just quite a strong anti-wrinkle nighttime cream. It's really thick. I would normally hate wearing thick creams, but I don't mind when I'm in bed because obviously I'm going to sleep. I don't give a shit. So it's really good for fine lines and redness. Puts a lot of oil and moisture back in your face, and also the collagen. It works on your collagen, which is very important if you don't want wrinkles. So I can't really tell you too much about this because it was a bit of a freebie and I didn't do all the looking into it because I'm a bit of a review person. I like to look into reviews and see if like products are worth the money. If I'm going to part with like 20 quid, 30 quid, 40 quid, I want to know that it's going to be like good. So yeah, that's my nighttime moisturiser at the moment. That changes quite regularly. I'll update you if it does. Right, this one, I feel a bit like I'm giving away a secret here, because this stuff I will buy now until I die, I think. This is my, other than the brush, #1 product. However, it is quite pricey. This is the Fillerina Eye and Lip Contour Cream. Now, Fillerina is a brand that does non-invasive filler treatments. I've never tried any of their treatments other than this. Their eye and lip contour cream comes in 3 strengths, 3 grades. I've got grade A, and I actually bought my mom grade C because, well, she's got a few more wrinkles than I do because she's older than I do. We both absolutely love this. It says on the website not to buy any grade stronger than your age band requires, because that would be a complete waste of money. It's not going to work more effectively on you, make your wrinkles any less when you're 25 if you get the strongest grade one, if that makes sense. Mine was 40 quid, and it's lasted me ages. I put it on my under eye area and also around my lips and my smile lines, and whether I'm imagining things here or not, I don't know, but I actually think it helps my filler last longer in my lips. It's got a hell of a lot of hyaluronic acid in it. Now, again, I don't know the science behind it, but apparently hyaluronic acid can't really permeate the layers of your skin, so it has to be invasive to work. Don't know the science behind it, but this shit really works. So whatever they've done, it works. When I put this on at night, because I know I mentioned that I sleep in the Aquaphor, but I now sleep in this. I rub it all over my lips, and basically I know if I haven't had it on the next day, because my lips will be that dehydrated. Basically, hyaluronic acid is a really potent moisturiser. It retains moisture. So anywhere that you put it is moisturised, in theory, the next day. Something along them lines. Yeah, it's really fucking good. God, I even swore it was that good. It's just good. Buy some Fillerina. God, that last one didn't even make sense because I got like excited about it. Editing that is going to be fun. Anyway, right, the next one I'm probably going to get equally as excited and tongue-tied about, because this stuff, again, is my third. Is that third Holy Grail product or fourth? This is called RevitaLash Advanced, and it is an eyelash serum. I started using this because my friend had it, and she's got eyelashes like a goddamn camel, and her secret is pretty much this. It is so good. When I first used it, basically it comes like a brush that you put like liquid eyeliner on with, just a really thin brush, completely translucent liquid. Stick it on your roots of your eyelashes and all of your eyelashes every night, and you wake up and you've got great, fantastic eyelashes. It takes a while, obviously, but yeah, when I first started using it, because it's that strong, it does warn you that you might itch for a few days and your eyelids might get a little bit red, and it says to persevere, but if that persists, then obviously stop. But it stopped for me after like 3 or 4 days, and now I actually have ridiculously long, thick eyelashes. Don't know why I need to wear falsies all the time. I'm just a bit obsessed with them now, but genuinely my eyelashes they've doubled in amount and they've grown so much longer. It says to use it every night and maybe morning for 6 weeks, and then after that you can go down to using it like once or twice a week. I'm obsessed with it, so I use it every night, but it's incredible and it really does work. And I'm not being paid to say that, I'm not being sponsored for any of this. This is all just stuff that really, really works. So with eyelash, it's incredible. Right, again, another really difficult one to hold up, so bear with me. This is heavy. Yeah, it's quite full. This is the Mario Badescu Glycolic Gel. I've only just recently started using this. I'm going to put it down because I look a little bit weird. And I love it. I use it once or twice a week because it's quite strong. And I only use it on my nose area and the kind of really noticeably porey areas next to my nose and my forehead. And basically what it does, again with the glycolic acid, it helps cell turnover, and it basically helps with like congested pores and oiliness, because obviously the fact that I create so much oil just means I've got full ass horrible pores. So that helps with that, and it basically just brightens everything, makes it a lot more well, a lot less textured, not more textured, you don't want more textured, a lot less textured and a lot less dull looking. So I really like that. If you've got like problem pores, or if you get kind of dull looking skin in any areas, try that, it's really good. This one's nice and light for a change. So this is the Badescu Silver Powder, and basically this uses natural ingredients to draw blackheads, excess oil and other impurities from the skin. So what you do is you put it on with a bit of water. It's just pure powder, it looks like talcum powder. You dip a wet cotton pad into it, you put it on your nose like a paste or whatever area you have issues with, leave it for a while, and then you take it off with an astringent toner, so either your Pixi Tonic, or like a Badescu Glycolic toner, anything like that, and it just shines the living daylights out of you. It's really good to use before, oh god, I'm dropping it. It's really good to use before you put makeup on, anything like that, because it just leaves your canvas so silky smooth and fresh looking. However, I would always say moisturise once you've used it, because obviously using something so astringent it does suck all the moisture out, so always moisturise after you've used something like that. This one is a face mask that I've only just recently started using. I bought it from Sephora when I went to LA. Had to get that in there, didn't I? It's the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask, and basically again this is really good for pores, getting rid of oiliness. You can tell I have a lot of problems with my pores, can't you? I attack them with absolutely everything that I possibly can. I've started using this one more than I use the Badescu one. No particular reason, one's not exactly better than the other, it's just the silver powder can be a bit messy for me to use, obviously because somebody else has to do it for me. This one, just slap it on your skin, wash it off after 15 minutes with a flannel, and obviously because you're scrubbing with a flannel as well, it's really good for exfoliating. I'm surprised I've even got a nose left, actually, but last product is the twin sister of that one. Well, it's not really, but you know, it's from Origins. The Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Sleep Mask. This is a moisturiser that obviously is meant to be slept in because it's really quite thick and heavy. However, I tend to use it, I first used it when I was on holiday and I got quite bad sunburn and I was putting makeup on, so I was like, God, my skin really needs some form of moisture. So I slapped this on, it was my friend's, fell in love with it, and when I bought the charcoal mask I had to buy this. So my new little routine twice a week is to do the charcoal mask, get that straight off, and then put this on for like an hour before my makeup, and it's just really nice. It smells gorgeous, and really intensively. My arm just looks really funny just hanging around here. I'm gonna get her out of the shop. Yeah, it's just really nice, and it feels gorgeous. You can tell your skin's literally drinking it up, so I love that. Again, it's a little bit pricey. You can probably get stuff that's cheaper, but you know, I like a luxury product now and then. I like to treat myself. So I think that's probably about it in terms of my skincare regime at the moment. Like I say, it changes all the time. I like to try new products. I like to mix things up a little bit. I feel like my skin gets used to stuff. And so this is my current. Yeah. If you've enjoyed this, please let me know, because obviously I do the whole beauty and fashion side of it, so I don't just want to sit and talk about myself for half an hour. Well, I do, but in terms of beauty products. So let me know if you enjoyed this kind of thing. I'd love to do more about makeup and stuff like that. Again, can't really do tutorials, so don't ask for that. It's really weird because I can see Jess staring at me over the camera. But I'm going to leave it there. Please subscribe. Please hit like. You know, I hate saying that, but it's what you're supposed to do. So, yeah, thanks.